So you've run some user-generated content campaigns. That's great. You've captured some photos, maybe some videos and some essays. Now you want to display them properly. So there is actually a way to take one photo or video, whatever the asset is that you've collected, and display it over multiple galleries. So there's a couple different ways of doing this and a couple different reasons you might want to do this. So take one example here. So let's say we ran a contest several times and we've had just brilliant submissions and we really want to showcase all of those submissions, even though those campaigns were totally separate. We could feature all of those in a single gallery. And the way we do that is by creating a display group. There's another way that I'm going to show you for one-offs, like if you just have one image that you want to appear in like multiple galleries, or one video that you want to appear in multiple galleries. But the display group method is great because everything that has ever been submitted to any one of the campaigns in a display group will appear on all of them. So I'm going to show you how this works. To do this, go to Campaigns in the left navigation. Then you're going to click on the Display Groups tab. This is going to show you any active display groups you already have. So now I'm gonna create a new one called Contest Entries. So I'm gonna say Add New at the top right, and I'm gonna call this Contest Entries. And let's see these three photo contests. Let's say I ran those April, May, and June, one right after the other. And now it's July and I want to show them off, but I don't want to link to all three of these different galleries. Because as you know, every photo contest, video contest, essay contest also has a gallery attached to it. The first screen you come to shows all of these really cool entries. So what I want to do is only share a link to Photo Contest 43, the last one, but I want the entries from Photo Contest 41 and Photo Contest 40 to also show in this gallery. So I'm just going to tether them all together in a display group. By checking all three of these and scrolling all the way to the bottom and clicking Create Group, now when I go to that contest, any one of those three contests, I'm going to see entries from all of those. Now keep in mind your contest has to be over for this to happen. Like you wouldn't want to have photos showing up from a running contest showing up in another running contest. Otherwise, people are going to vote for it and those votes won't count because they weren't submitted for that particular campaign. So this example is for expired contests that you're really just using to showcase a gallery. And another way you could do this that I mentioned is you could go over to Approve and let's go to Photo Entries. And one thing to point out here, you can't show a video on your photo gallery. Like it has to be the same type of media. And the reason for that is we have different layouts and formats for our video versus photo galleries. There's different options for sharing and liking and things like that. So I'm going to go into Photo Entries and let me just show you. These are several of the user-generated entries. You know, people have submitted photos. Every photo that you have in a campaign, be it a gallery or a contest, will show up in the media folder in the approved folders that it was submitted to. So if you have photos from all different contests and galleries coming in, they will all appear here. And what's nice about that is if you have one particular image that you really like and you want to share across multiple galleries, you can do that. So over here, there's something called Campaign. You can click Edit here because this shows you which campaign this was submitted to. I can edit this and actually also include it in these other campaigns. And it'll just show you each one separated with a comma. So now I know that if I go to that Photo Share 5 campaign, now I'm going to see this photo too, even though it wasn't even submitted to that campaign. So there's another sneaky way of getting your user-generated content into different galleries. You'll get really advanced with this when you start realizing how powerful user-generated assets are. You can do sophisticated things like, let's say you want a photo gallery, but you want to capture photos in very strategic places, so you don't even display the photos there. All you do is capture them. What you can do there is create a whole nother campaign that goes out. Let's say somebody purchases from your store and you want a really clear to the point request to just submit your photo. And you don't want to display a bunch of photos and, kind of diffuse the message. You just want to say, submit something now. You could create a whole separate photo gallery campaign, turn off the gallery, and send them a link. And the only thing that this campaign says is, thanks for your purchase. Please submit a photo of you using our product. That way they submit their photo. And what you can do then is create a group. And once you create that display group, you would want to include that new campaign along with the gallery that is displaying all of these. You could have 5 or 6 different campaigns that are very targeted towards the audience, that are all feeding into one big display group that only has one gallery attached to it. So another example might be, there's an email that you might send out to everybody in your database. It's kind of a one-time capture that says, the holidays are here. We know you guys use our products during the holidays. Be sure during the holidays to, use our product. And as you're taking pictures of family, be sure to include a picture of our product and click here to go and submit that. And it's going to be included in our gallery. So then you've got a whole separate campaign that you can run that only has those instructions that are very specific to holidays and, something that you could email to your entire database. So let your creativity run wild, and display groups are a great way to help you have individual campaigns doing very specific things, but still feeding into this overall large gallery where you get to display this beautiful user-generated content.